Welcome back to She Wants to Know. Dr. Kelly Gebhardt is back answering all of your pet questions. We've been getting so many good ones in. I'll start with this one. What can I do for my dog's shedding? She sheds too much.
It depends. There could be, I talk about allergies a lot, but allergies could definitely be part of this, especially if she's scratching a lot or has dry skin. But brushing every day is the first step, making sure that her coat is healthy. Vitamin E supplement is a good option, and getting an exam to make sure that there's not an underlying problem contributing to the shedding, right? But even just trying increasing fish oils in their diet, vitamin E, brushing, giving a soothing conditioner, twice a month or so, those things are helpful.
Okay, a cat won't stop biting. It doesn't hurt, but nothing stops him. This viewer said, I've tried making loud noise, spray bottle, yelling, nothing works. What do I do?
Yeah, you're doing all the things. You're trying all the things. That's really good. It sounds like it's play biting. And the next thing to do, if you've done all those things, is take away the attention, right? If he bites, take away the attention, because then he's going to say, oh, that didn't work. That's not what I wanted. I wanted to play. So I won't do that again. He'll learn eventually that if he bites, he loses the attention that he's craving and he wants to play. That's the next thing I would do.
Cats are so smart. It's almost scary.
They are.
They are so smart. Okay, this one's really interesting. They said, my dog walks around the house all night long and hardly sleeps. What can we do? So strange.
Yeah, so dogs can get dementia just like people, right?
Really?
So it may be the beginnings of a canine cognitive dysfunction. So talking with your regular veterinarian about that's going to be very important, to do an assessment. Also, getting some blood work done, making sure that there are no underlying systemic issues. A full workup would be important, because while it can be brain related, it can also be body related, whether there's an underlying pain or other systemic health issue. And if everything else is healthy and they're still doing it, then it goes more towards the cognitive dysfunction or more dementia issue. So that's something that's really important to get evaluated to help you know what's going on with your pet, and then you can make the best decisions for them.
It's interesting you just talked about that, because a viewer texted in and said, my dog has dementia. How do I keep him safe since he circles and paces around our house? And how can we help him so he is not stressed out?
Yeah, that's hard when they get older. I've had an older dog myself that ended up, being blind and having dementia, and it's very challenging. Talking with your regular vet about making sure that your pet is comfortable, so doing appropriate pain relief if needed. There are some medications that can help decrease anxiety. By decreasing pain, you're helping them be more comfortable and be able to rest better. There are some diets that are designed to help maximize brain function and decrease cognitive dysfunction. They're really high in fish oils, so that can help. You can also supplement with fish oil. Those are some things, and making sure that your pet is in a safe place where everything is good. If he runs into something, he's not going to get hurt. You don't want to move around furniture because they're already kind of familiar with the room the way it is. It will be easier for them to navigate. And making sure that the room is safe for them. If they are pacing, they aren't going to knock over a table, have a lamp fall on them, fall down the stairs, things like that. Those are some steps to take. And talking with your regular vet about a general senior health assessment is really important.
And I do want to ask this because we've gotten several questions about those antlers being sold as dog chews. People wanting to know if those are safe.
In my opinion, no. I know that's a bummer. So, and guilty, I did this for my dogs before I was a vet, right? I gave them dog hooves, or cow hooves, and those long smoked cow bones, and I did all this. And then I became a vet and realized that wasn't the healthiest thing for them. The antlers can break teeth. It can cause foreign bodies. Anything that's too hard for you to chew is too hard for your dog to chew, because it could break their teeth. And if they get it stuck in their esophagus or intestinal tract, that becomes a surgical situation. So I recommend not letting them chew anything that is too hard for you to chew.
That's a good rule of thumb. I haven't heard that yet.
Yeah.
And really quickly, my last question for you, about senior dogs that are just really picky and don't want to eat anything. What's your best advice for them?
That's a really good question. And a lot of it comes back to health issues. Is there dental pain making them not want to eat? I see so many older dogs with dental disease, and if their teeth hurt, they don't want to eat. right? And if there is an underlying, if it's not teeth, is there something else going on inside their body, whether it's an intestinal issue, systemic health issue? There are a lot of things that can make dogs nauseous, like kidney disease can actually make them feel nauseous and not want to eat. So making sure there's not an underlying issue that would contribute to them not wanting to eat is very important. And if those things are all good, then you have to say, what else can I do to make the food more palatable and appealing to my pet? Do I add a little bit of low fat, low salt chicken broth to their food? Do I add a little lean meat, like boiled chicken breast? Those are things to consider, as long as you make sure everything else is healthy and okay. It's an idea.
Well, thank you so much, Dr. Ebhart. We really appreciate your advice today. And if you did miss any of this advice, you can find it on our website under the Who Wants to Know section.